Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our sister. The message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? Yes, I know that there are people that are going to judge me, but even though if you judge me, what has been done has already been done. There is nothing that I can do about it. So, Brother Nashi, I met my husband. My husband, he is also from Zim. So when I met my husband, I really fell in love with him. I don't want to lie to you. I did not date my husband because I was a heartbroken woman. No, it was what I wanted. And what I wanted was a man that was like powerful in bed. So what was happening to me was that when I'll be dating the guys that I was dating at that time, like I would see that these guys, they do not have any power in bed, because I would go to my boyfriend's place thinking that maybe he's going to give me 6 or 7 rounds, but the guy will just give you 1 or 2 rounds. Then he will say, I am tired, baby, we'll do it tomorrow. So I was like always stressed, and I said, yo, what is wrong with this guy? I tried to buy some, those pills that they sell in the Indian shops. So I used to buy those pills for him. What I would do is that after I would have bought the pills for him, then I would crush them, then I'll put them in juice, then I'll give the juice to him. But those things, they were not working at all. The guy was always lazy in bed. So I started cheating on him, and I started cheating. So I once cheated on him with this other guy. So this guy was from Zim, but I had just met him at this other tavern. So me and that guy, we were like chilling with each other. I did not have any intentions to sleep with him. But as I was drinking his alcohol, and the more that I got drunk, the guy, even though he was not handsome, I don't want to lie to you, his nose was like too big for me, and I just wanted a guy that was cute. So each and every time that I would look at him, I would only focus on his nose, and that made me not to feel anything for him. So the more that I got drunk, like when you are drunk, everyone will just be attractive to you. So this guy, when I wanted to go and urinate, he said, let me follow you because I want to protect my assets. And then we went outside, and as I was urinating, this guy, he then pulled out his thing. Yo, Brother Nash, that thing, it was like a rubber, like a dildo. It was very big and very thick. So this guy, he started urinating, and he urinated for a very long time. So we were like joking with each other. I was like, yo, the way that you are urinating, does it mean that this is the way? And I was like, the way that you are urinating, do you take so much time when you are on top of a woman? And the guy said, I am going to show you tonight. This guy, my brother, I did not want to go with him to my mom's place, and I did not want to date him, and I just thought of sleeping with him. And I said, just wait here. So I left him there, and I rushed back into the tavern, and I just grabbed 2 condoms, and I returned back. So this guy, he made me to bend over, and the guy, he started sleeping with me. Yo, that was the nicest feeling that I had ever had in my life. I had never been stretched out like that ever before. So I just wanted to sleep with him again. But the problem was that I was not in love with him. So when the night ended, he went on his way and I went on my way. So each and every time that I'll be sleeping with my boyfriend, I'll always have like this empty feeling, like this guy is not filling me up properly. And I then thought of dating a guy that was from Zim. So in my neighborhood, there was this other guy that was staying right next door. And the guy, he used to bring in a lot of girls, and he was chowing those girls each and every day. I would see him with different girls. So I then spoke with one of the girl. She was staying in another street. I then went to her place, and as we were having like a discussion, and I said, what is it like when you are dating a guy that is from Zim? And she was like, it is like just like the same when we date our own guys from our country. And I said, no, I want to know, like, does he have like a big thing? And she started blushing, and she said, yeah, the first days, each and every time after you would have slept with me, then my womb, it was always painful, but now I am used to his big thing. So then I started going to that guy's place until he proposed love to me. And when he proposed love to me, I told him that I was someone that was really jealous. I did not want to see him bringing in any girls. I was prepared to become his girlfriend, even his wife one day. So the guy then said, okay, it is fine, because all these girls that I have been dating, all of them, they said that this thing, it is a no strings attached thing. I give them money and they give me their cooking. So me and him, we started dating. When we were dating like that, this guy, he said that he wanted to return back home. And when he went to Zim, I gave him the pressure and I said, you're not going to leave me. When you have met a guy that has a very big manhood, like there is something that will happen to you. You become so much addicted to that thing. Even your mind won't be working properly. So this guy, the moment that he said that, look, babe, I have to return back home, but I will come back to South Africa, but I'm going to find something that is going to make me to become rich. Don't you want me to become rich? And I said, yes, Daddy, I want you to become rich. So when he said that he was leaving South Africa, and one night when I was fast asleep, I woke up because I had a dream, and in that dream he had dumped me, and he had dumped me and he was married to this other woman, and they were enjoying life. I woke up and I started crying, like my heart, it was really painful. I got out of my mom's house and I walked Brother Nashi right next door, and I banged on his door, because I was like, this guy, I think that he is a woman in there. I found him, he did not have anyone. He then said, okay, it's fine, I will go with you. We then went together into Zim, and when we went there, he then said that the reason as to why he had traveled back home, it was because he wanted to go and see this other traditional healer. So the way that he told me, he said that I am just going to get some lucky charms so that I can get a better job, so that I'll be able to take care of you and your child. And I said, it is fine, let us go together. So when we went there, Brother Nashi, that was when he was given some lucky charms. But when we were in the consultation room, that was when the traditional healer looked at me. He looked at me and he said that I am hearing a voice that is telling me that one of your uncles used to have a Sandawana. Do you know what is a Sandawana? And Brother Nashi, that was when I started thinking, and then they told me it's like a tokology that gives you money. So I then said, okay, yeah, I now understand. So that traditional healer then said that the two of you, I can see that you can make a lot of money. This lucky charm, it can help you, but you won't be able to make a lot of money. You two guys, I can see that if I give you that Sandawana that used to belong to her uncle, then you are going to be making a lot of money. You might even become millionaires. When I heard the word us becoming millionaires, that was when I said, do it now. At that time, I was more like a fool. I did not even understand that when you are doing these rituals, there is blood that is going to be needed. So I said, please just give us that Sandawana thing. We want it now. We want to make money. So that traditional healer then made me to swear an oath. But what surprised me is that he made me to swear an oath. But what surprised me was that he made me to swear this oath using the names of all of my cousin sisters, but from my father's side. And I made that oath as well as my boyfriend. He was also told to make an oath, but using the names of his cousin brothers. That traditional healer told us that we were supposed to return back to South Africa, and after that we were supposed to buy like a reed basket, and then we were supposed to fill it up with some grass. Each and every morning I will go out, then I will cut some green grass and I will remove the grass and I'll put in the fresh grass in there. And I had been told to steal my mother's underwear, including one of my cousin sister's underwear. And fortunate enough, at that time there was one of my cousin sister who was sick at that time. She was staying with us, so I'll just steal the underwear and I'll put it inside that basket. Brother Nashi, we stayed like this, and then one night when I woke up, I felt that there was something that was like moving in my room, and I kept on looking and looking because I could not even understand what was going on. When I started looking, I then saw that there was sort of like a small rat. I don't know how to explain this creature to you, the Sandawana. It was underneath my bed, and when I saw this small creature, it was busy chewing at my cousin sister's underwear. And then I called my boyfriend. He came running, and he was the one who had been told by his traditional healer on what he was supposed to do. So he said we should go on our knees. We then went on our knees. Then we started speaking with that SANDAWANA, and it responded to him. That SANDAWANA then said that it wanted blood now, and I was supposed to move out of my mom's house, and we were supposed to stay together. And then we moved out of my mother's house. This SANDAWANA told my boyfriend that the following day, when he will be walking, he was going to pick up some money, and we were supposed to use that money to get a room, because at that time my boyfriend said, I don't have any money right now for me and my girlfriend to find another place to stay where it is free, because this SANDAWANA said that I cannot give you money like right now, because at the place where you are staying I might be caught vomiting money, because when it is busy vomiting the money, that is when it will be very weak. So my boyfriend the next day, he then called me, and he was like jumping up and down. He said that he had picked up a bag that was full of money. I rushed to his room. We then started counting the money. We counted the money. It was more than 15K. And then we looked for an accommodation, but in the suburbs. Then we started staying in the suburb. So this SANDAWANA, what it does is that it sleeps with my cousin sister, but it killed that cousin sister of mine, the one who was sick at that time, because she was weak and she wanted blood. We chose her, and after the SANDAWANA had killed my cousin sister, that was when he said it now has the strength of stealing money from people. So like in the suburbs, everyone is just rich men. So what this SANDAWANA did is that it started right next door to the place where we are staying. It went in there, and then he started stealing money. Like, this creature can steal even money that is in your bank. You might think that you still have the money, but the money would be gone. All that you will be having, it is just some worthless paper. And you will just see that the way that you are spending money, the problems that you are facing, like, it will require a lot of money until you are broke. So this SANDAWANA, it just goes around the neighborhood stealing money. Then when we wake up the following morning, you might find 100K there, 20K there, 10K there, 5K there. So that is how me and my husband, we are surviving. But this thing, it is sleeping with my cousin sisters. It is like a demon that we recruited. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our dear sister right there. Strange things do happen in this world.